So today I came across an email from Jake and John that pretty much, I guess, sort of gave me an offer for potentially staying at Artillery after I spent time at Madrid. And when I first like read about the offer and I read the email, I don't know, I didn't know what to really think about it. And the more I've thought about it, I've really come to a decision um, that I feel like is kind of an interesting milestone for me, and I just want to record it in the form of a video. So right now it's March 3rd, 2023, and pretty much these are the terms that they are offering me. So right now they're getting close to both of them getting 10K a month in passive income, passive from recurring revenue from the support. And pretty much what they've said is that once they both get that additional 10K, what they want to be able to do is split that, whatever is over that mark with me, 50-50. So the way it would work is that if there's ever a point that we were making 30K a month in recurring revenue, they would both get a cut of 10K, and then that additional cut, that additional 10K on top of the 10K they both already get, I would get half of that every month, and they would get the other half. And that's just an example. And Jake said that he expects them to be there in 3 to 4 years, is what he told me. And, at first I was like, oh, that sounds like a nice thing to be able to have. But the more that I thought about it, the more I realized that that just doesn't feel like that good of a deal, to be honest to me. Um, and I just feel like in the next 3 or 4 years, I can make more money than that. And I just also, it's ironic that this afternoon was uniquely frustrating with Artillery. When I first read that email, like one of the first things I did is I prayed about what I should do for God to give me insight into the decision that I should make, because I emailed them back and I said I want to take the week to think about it. And then this afternoon was super frustrating, and it just reminded me of all the things about working for Artillery that I don't like, things about Jake that I don't like as a business partner, and just all the frustrations that go with it. And the thing is like, I don't want to wait 3 or 4 years to make an additional $5,000 a month. I don't make that much money now. I don't make a ridiculous amount of money now. And it just seems silly that I would have to wait that long for that when they're both already making like 10K a month right now. They're pretty much at that point now. So it's like, if you really care about me sticking around, why not both of you take 2K off of the top of that and give it to me a month right now to really show me that you mean business? Because I think I'm worth way more than I'm getting paid now. And to be frank, I just would rather bet on myself in the next 3 or 4 years than stick around at Artillery and hope that they get to that point. Because that's the other thing. It's not a guarantee that they're going to get to that point. For them to get to that point, they're going to have to hire more people. We're going to have a lot more clients that I'm going to have to work with. And yeah, I don't think it's a given that that's going to happen, and I just want to start my own thing. I want to have my own LLC. I want to make all the calls. I want to have the ability to make all the calls on the segment of customers I go after, and the pricing for all of my products, and the way that I strategize going after new segments of customers, and the way that I have all my operations and processes. I want to call the shot on all of that. I want to be in charge, and that will never happen with Artillery. And I don't know, they make it seem like it's this really big, fancy, great deal. But to be frank, it isn't. It's just pretty much saying like, hey, you could make 6 figures 4 years from now. And I just don't think it's that great of an offer. So I just wanted to take a second to kind of record my thoughts on this. And, this is, again, kind of like an interesting milestone for me, because what I'm pretty much saying is like 3 or 4 years from now, I truly think that I can make way over 6 figures by myself doing my own thing. So it's like, maybe come back just around spring of 2027 and see where I'm at with my life. I'll be 32. Who knows what's going to be happening then? But I really do think that with the thing that I'm starting now, and then the opportunities that are going to come as a result of going to Madrid and rubbing shoulders with all these people, I really do think that 4 years from now, I'll look back and be super, super happy that I made this decision. And again, I'm just kind of betting on myself. I just think that my ability to do this by myself and leaning wholly on myself as opposed to artillery media and everybody involved gives me better chances for income, to be totally honest, and also a life that I deeply, deeply care about and that I find meaning in. So I don't want it to sound too arrogant or too, um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want it to sound too arrogant, but it's truly what I think. And the more I've thought about it today, the more certain I am that this is just like not the path I want to go down. When I think about the concept of working for artillery for 4 or 5 more years, that does not sound good to me. So even regardless of the money, the fact that that's how I feel about it says a lot.